Hey Choombas, it's your helpful zombie girl here with another video, and today we're going over some of the more strange Night City lore. If you've watched the trailers and gameplay videos, then we all know how it became the cutting-edge metropolis of the 21st century, overrun by corporations, corruption, organized crime, and gang violence. While Night City is the setting of our beloved Cyberpunk 2077, the Cyberpunk world started out as a dystopian tabletop role-playing game created by Mike Pondsmith. And since I'm impatient and cannot wait to play, I grabbed that swanky Cyberpunk RPG book bundle from Humble and dove right in. If you're trying to stay away from spoilers, this is probably not the video for you. Come back after you've played and you want more of that juicy lore goodness. Ew, that sounded really gross. The Moro Bay Massacre. We all know the story about Richard Knight's dream of a clean, safe city and how it led him to a land purchase that would later become Night City. However, did you know that Night City is pretty much built on a ghost town? Yeah, like a creepy place where ghosts are? Back before that dashing Mr. Knight snagged the area, it was called Moro Bay, and because it was on the fringes of the California coast, it was frequented by the Hells Angels and other go gangs. Well, one day those rascals began a turf war with the police, and the 5-day rampage ended with nearly all of its 10,000 residents dead, maimed, or fleeing for their lives. Moro Bay became a freaky place, and no one wanted to visit. This was known as the Moro Bay Massacre. Sleep like the dead. In a futuristic city bursting at the seams with people, sometimes sleeping arrangements could be tricky. So what else can a cyberpunk do after a night of raising hell against the man and boosting some junk? You rent yourself a coffin, of course. When looking through the Cyberpunk 2020 core book, Coffin is listed as a housing option that you can pay for. How nice! A further explanation of the cozy arrangements reads, one step up from a sleeping bag on the street, a stacked accommodation which resembles its namesake. These sleeping boxes are found in airports and flop houses worldwide. Usually coin-operated with a time limit, the coffin gives you just enough room to turn around or read in bed. Restroom accommodations to be found elsewhere. More expensive models will have a phone or mini TV inside. Well, that doesn't sound so bad, does it? At 20 EBs, sounds better than some lame sleeping bag to me. Supernatural cybernetics. Yeah, you heard me. Not only are we going to be living on top of Casper and friends, but there's some supernatural cyberware that'll bring that hunky Lestat or that one shiny vamp to life. That's right, you can invest in some swanky super chrome metal fangs. If you're looking for an even spicier version of yourself, there's always the shark grin, which is a full set of implanted fangs. I'm sure the corpos will be cowering when they see you. However, if they don't, you could invest in some black cyberware and have your fangs fitted with poison injectors. Stick with me, kid. I'll get you places. Children of the Corn. In 2020, something pretty terrifying happened after a corporate AV crashed and released a nanotech plague on the outskirts of Night City. For 2 weeks, the plague targeted adults, ravaging the city and leaving much of the youth orphaned, before it just mysteriously stopped. Now, I haven't been able to find any more info on this, but who wants to guess this was yet another crafted plague from those evil bigwig corpo jerks? Lastly, the Disneyland zones. When Richard Knight envisioned his precious Coronado City, he wanted different neighborhoods, divided up and each with its own personal architectural style and theme. He hoped to attract a colorful, multicultural population to each neighborhood. Although the land had been divided up, his Disneyland-esque ideal was never realized, since Mr. Knight met his untimely end before he'd even finished his project. Afterwards, well, you know how it goes. The gang bosses moved in, handed out contracts to their cronies, and the districts disintegrated into a mass of violence and domineering megacorporations. However, these divided areas were the future neighborhoods we all know from the Cyberpunk 2077 trailers. But hey, that's how it goes in Night City. Although it's teeming with booster gangs, drowning in crime and poverty, and infested with cybertech both legal and illegal, it's where all the fun is. Well, that's all the lore I have for you, but believe me, there is so much more. Let me know in the comments what I should cover next. Alright zombies, it's been fun, but it's time to get out of here and go back to counting down the minutes until we can all hop in and spend 3 hours on character creation. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already a Brain Muncher, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I will be releasing more Cyberpunk 2077 videos and lore. I'm having an absolute blast finding all the little weird things about this amazing game and about its pretty lengthy history. If If you're already a subscriber, thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are the best zombies. All right, guys, I'm Zombie Girl, and I will see you later. Bye.